Hello, hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and here we are with another premiere. Happy Thursday, everybody, and I hope that y'all have already given me a thumbs up, already subscribed, and turn your notification bell to all so that you'll get notified at 7 p.m. tomorrow during my Bargains by Belle $5 Friday auction. And there's going to be something special about tomorrow's auction. We are going to have mystery boxes. That's right, mystery boxes. So tune in tomorrow at 7 to find all about the mystery boxes. Then on Saturday at 7 p.m., we'll have another Bargains by Belle. On Sunday at noon is Stewardship Sunday, where we will have a $1 Buy It Now premiere. And then on Monday at 7 p.m., it is Monday Giveaway Madness, where my co-host will be my moderator, Lisa M. Adventure, who will write down the name of every buyer and throw it into a jar, and then every few sales we'll pull a name and give away a freebie. Pull a name, and we will keep giving away all night. You must be present to win, though. So we've got a fun week in store. So let me ask you this. Who likes the outdoors? Who likes to garden? Who likes to entertain outdoors? Who likes for people to look at their house while driving by and say, ooh? So, or to look at the balcony on their apartment and go, wow. So these are going to be items for the garden, for the yard, for the outside. So whether it's a practical item like this, or we're also going to have lots of decorative items, and these also make great gifts as well. Well, the way that I start my auctions is with a fun early bird round that I call Belle's Bargain Bonanza. And during Belle's Bargain Bonanza, everything is $1. Just like my Sunday premiere at noon, everything is $1. So I like to start out with a $1 round, and I'm going to do that here too. So for $1, I have these gardening implements. Now, I do want to caution you in case you're saying, wait a second, Belle, didn't you sell those for $3 2 weeks ago? The ones I sold 2 weeks ago were metal. These are not metal. Hear it? It's plastic. So, therefore, that's why these are $1. But let me tell you why I like these. They're new with tag, and this one I especially like because it's got an ergonomic handhold to it. And look how sharp it is. Now, this one is a bit shop worn. The tag is still in fair condition. It was accidentally stored in the shed, and the shed started leaking, so it's not used. It's new with tag. It's just shop worn. So, wanted to let y'all know about that. I've got 3 of the hand rakes and 3 of the spades. Keep in mind, they're plastic, which is why they are just $1. Okay, at the $2 price point, I have what's called a plastic watering stake. This is what it looks like. It looks like this globe, this orb, and the way it works is you put water in here and then you thrust it down into your plant. Let me show you this little picture on the label. So you fill it with water and then you put it into your plant. You'll see this one's a pretty little peace plant. Often given in memory of a loved one for funerals, and this is one of those few plants that people usually bring home rather than just throw on the graveside. Anyway, if you want to keep it alive, you've got to water it, and it doesn't like to have its leaves wet. So this is a great way that you don't forget to water it, and that it also has this pretty globe in it. So this is going to be available for just $2. And I do have multiples of this. Also for $2, I have this stone. You'll see it's got red, white, and blue on it. It's also got an American eagle on it. Here's the bottom of it. So great to put as a gravestone marker. Also great for a yard or in a plant. You know, sometimes you put a small plant in a big pot knowing it will someday grow. But until it someday grows, there's a lot of empty space in that pot that you've got to fill. And so until that plant starts to fill up the pot, I like to put this kind of thing in it. And then as it grows, I move it to a different pot. So $2, this can be yours. I think I have 2 of these still. Okay, next let's look at some gloves. I've got lots of different types. The first type, available for $3, are these rubber coated gloves. So on the outside they are nice and stretchy, but the inside, I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick up on the shininess of the rubber coating. But when you see them and feel them, you will see the rubber coating. Hopefully y'all can see the shine of these. I have multiples available, and if you don't care about color, then just say random. If you care about color, then let me know. If you want the baby pink and baby blue, or you want the pink and purple flower combination. Okay, those were available for $3. Let me show you the next kind I have. These are called latex gloves, and you'll see on the back, still stretchy here, but on the inside, you will see that they are covered with a thick latex. So if you don't want those thorns from the roses, those prickers from the holly berries, or if you're maybe picking blackberries, oh, I've had my hands torn up that way too. These gloves are going to help you. The first one I have is in pink. Next, I have some in green. And once again, you'll see these have the latex on the inside. Also have them in a royal blue. And last but not least, this is gray and yellow. Oh, I almost forgot one. Just got this one the other day. This one is purple, and this one has some pretty little flowers on it, but it still has the latex on it. This one's still sealed, although you're going to be digging in dirt with them, so come on. But these others are all brand new with tags. These next gloves are the top of the line. These are the very best that I have to offer, the thickest that I have to offer, and the finest material. These are going to be $6. And what is that material? Well, these are made of leather. And I've got 2 of the blue and just 1 of the pink if color matters. And I'll show you what the inside looks like. So the pretty color and pattern is only on the outside. The inside is just the solid leather. $6. And if y'all haven't already clicked the thumbs up, please, oh please do. Also make sure that you have got your settings set on live chat. It just breaks my heart when people are on top chat and then they think they're first, but they're being deceived, because top chat will show your own chat at the top. Have you ever wanted a screen door but didn't know how to install it, or thought it was going to be super difficult or super expensive? Well, I've got this magnetic screen door. This is going to be available for $15. And the magnets have a very strong attraction, it says. It also has a heavy-duty mesh. And it is a standard size, fits single doors, sliding doors, RVs, and more. And you'll see this lady is coming home with her dog and her groceries, and yet this screen door is going to let her pass right through, but yet stop all of those creepy critters from coming through as well. Also, it says that it is pet friendly, that it is hands-free, and that there is no tools needed. It is brand new and sealed. My parents wanted to install this and never got around to it. I have no interest in it, so I thought I would sell it off to y'all. This is a one and done. Next, I've got this outdoor photo cell timer. This is great if you have sprinklers that you turn off and on. Maybe you have lights or security lights or some kind of holiday lights. So this is going to be $8. So it works on 2 outlets. Oh, here's the 2 outlets right here, 3 prongs. And it's got an automatic sensor, 12 gauge. It's great for outdoor lights, security lights, holiday lights, decorations, sprinklers, and outdoor pumps. So here are all the settings. So you can set it for a dusk till dawn if you're maybe using it for security lights, or just 8 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours, or just an on and off setting. I do have multiples of this. If you're saying, Belle, that's great, but I don't have a sprinkler. Well, I've got sprinklers for sale. These are by Bellstrom. They were originally $20, but I'm going to start the bidding at I'm going to have the buy it now price at just $10. This is an oscillating sprinkler, not just tacit and still and boring and just lays there and does nothing. But this is an oscillating sprinkler, and it's deluxe. It covers up to 3,000 square feet. It is adjustable side to side for even coverage. Okay, let me show you how it works. First, we have this part right here, which connects to your hose. Then we have this dial right here. This is the dial for large to small droplets. Then we also have adjustments for center, left, full, or right. Let me turn it this way where you can see. Here's a separate dial for center, left, right, full. Here are the places where the water comes out. And just look how big this is. Let me get out my ruler. So you'll see my ruler only goes this far, or if we start the ruler up here, it only goes that far, so way bigger than my ruler, and just $10. For just the price of $4, I have a set of brown cord lights. Are these Christmas lights? No, they could be. They have a brown cord, whereas Christmas lights have the green cord. This is a 70 count light, and they are clear. I do have 4 available. If you prefer solar lights, at the $5 price point, I have these. These hang. You can hang them from a hook, hang them on your house, hang them on a shepherd's staff. Here is the solar part of it, and this reflects the light down here. This is $5. I only have 2 of these. Also, I have this one with the Edison bulb. It hangs as well. Here's the solar sense, but it can also sit flat. So therefore, it can be on your tables or as a centerpiece. It's probably the most versatile of the solar lights that I have, and I do have multiples of this one. Next, available for $20 is this delicate yet heavy duty stained glass solar light. I have some of these in my yard, although I have the solid color ones. This one has red, cobalt blue, golden, some topaz blue in it. And here is the big solar light down here. You can see it's new with tag. It's a mosaic. And this one comes in 3 pieces because it is so long and so tall. So you just connect the 3 pieces, easy peasy. Even I could assemble this, but it's great in case I need to mail it out, because this way it is 1/3 of the distance. And I will tell you, I've mailed these as far as Canada, and they have arrived safe and sound. Here's the ruler, so you can see it's taller than the ruler, so it's going to be more than 3 feet high. These are big and fabulous and tall. So this is the first one, and I have also a different one in colors of magenta and red and golden and blue. There's a little bit of cobalt in here. So this one's kind of a lighter grouping of colors. And I think I have one more too. For some reason I only brought these 2 out. Okay, next for the grill. This is by Flame and Go. It's a wire barbecue brush. $2 for this. Super heavy duty handle. There is a place to hang it by as well, in case you want to hang it in your outdoor kitchen, hang it on the side of the grill, even hang it in your shed. I do have multiples of this one. Next, I think this is the longest spatula that I have ever seen. This one is by Charbroil, and it does specify that it is a barbecue spatula. And I cannot believe how long this is. Let me get my ruler out here. So this is the first 12 inches, and it didn't even actually make it to the spatula. Oh, it does have a place you can hang it by. Here is the name brand trademark to it. Let's look at the actual spatula. On the side, it has these serrations. So in case you need to cut something, you can use the side of the spatula to cut it with. Now, could you try to cut it with the other side? Oh yeah, you could, but it's going to cut better on this side. Also, you'll see the end is also a cuttable edge too, so you've got room for the juices to go through here, and it's even a bottle opener. So have they not thought of everything? So this is going to be $5 for the most deluxe spatula ever. Next, for my bird lovers, new with tags, I have a hummingbird feeder, and it's got a nice hanger to it in a pretty gold. It has 4 places for birds to feed, and you're saying, wait, I don't have any special feed for hummingbirds. They take just sugar water, so easy enough to mix up. Almost all of us have sugar, and we have to have water, but don't pump. For those people who've been saying, Belle, you're not having enough decorous stuff. I don't really work in my yard. I have somebody who mows, and that's it. Or I live in an apartment, and I don't have a yard. But I do want something to decorate my front door or the balcony or the outside. Well, I've got this cute little welcome sign. Actually, I have, I'm trying to remember if I have 3 or 4 of them. There's a big sturdy hook. Then you'll see up here is the harp that holds it. We've got welcome in lavender. Then this whole thing is metal, by the way. And we've got a lavender daisy, then we have a blue daisy, ombre painting and shadowing on it, and then the pièce de résistance, this beautiful butterfly in multiple colors. So this entire big sign with the flowers and the butterflies. Here's the ruler next to it. It's nice and big. It's going to be available for just $8. Also, for $8, I have a metal wreath. Didn't know wreaths could be metal? Well, of course they can. So, once again, we have this big hook. At the top is a honeybee. Then we've got metal flowers. We have ladybugs, another metal flower, a sweet hummingbird, and another flower. And you'll see these flowers are not solid colors. They are ombre painted, so the color is darker at the edge and then moves towards gold in the center. Next, I've got some wind chimes, and I'm going to put these on sale. I have shown these previously, and I was asking $10 for them. Now I'm marking them down to $8. So this one has 3 pretty flowers in a metal pot. The flowers are metal. There's a pretty butterfly on it. And down here is the actual wind chimes. So $8 for that one. Also marking down to the lower $8 price is this pretty frog. Gorgeous green and gold ombre coloring to it. And I love that there's a sunflower in his belly. Here are the pretty wind chime part and a leaf at the bottom. So this one is marking down to $8. Before I move it, I want to compare and contrast. I do have a smaller frog one. Here is the smaller frog one. This one's going to be just $5. You'll see that the chimes are smaller, that the frog is smaller, and that he is not shiny. So look at the difference in $5 versus $8. Here's another welcome sign. This one's going to be $5. It has a blue cutout top, which is metal and says welcome. And then it has this singular butterfly, but the butterfly is kind of a shabby chic design. It's got some ombre paint, but the paint does have some little scrapes here and there. You could repaint it if you wanted to. Here's the back of it. next, I've sold lots of different plant stakes, and I've sold lots of different garden stakes. And if you're new and watching, let me tell you the difference. A plant stake is usually 8, 10, maybe 12 inches at most, and you just thrust it into a potted plant. A garden stake, you'll see this one's a garden stake, is much taller, and it goes into your yard, or a super duper big potted plant like a peace plant or a rubber tree that's in your home. But because it is so big and tall, therefore it is called a garden stake. So this one, let me get my ruler out. It's hard to show you really, really big things on screen. So here's the bottom of it, and here's the first 12 inches. You'll see it is more like 20 inches probably. So let me show you the varieties I have. Normally, I sell plant stakes for $1 and garden stakes for $2. This one's going to be $3. Why? Well, it's got this cute little pinwheel here. So if you want it to turn, oops, this one's bent. Let me get it out of the way so that it turns. Okay, there we go. This one needs to be loosened up a little bit. So pretty, pretty, pretty. There, it's turning nicely now. So these are going to be $3. Here's the frog, and I only have one frog. Next is the ladybug. I have 2 ladybugs. Then I've got this dragonfly. How pretty is this? In pinks and purples and blues. This one really spins loosely. So if you want one that's going to spin a lot, here we go. Got 2 of those. Here is a hummingbird. This one spins well too. And I've got 3 of the hummingbirds. Next, I have 4 of these bees. And last but not least, in a butterfly. I've got 4 of this one as well. Next, who likes the simple things in life? This is a really simple garden solar light. You can see it still has the little yellow tab in it. Here's the little light. It's just your standard black and clear. Here's the bottom. It looks like there is no spike, but it's because it's loaded inside. You reverse it and stick it in this way, but for shipping, I have them all packed this way. So $2 for these simple ones. Also $2, how do you attach your plants or your vines to those fences, to those trellises? How do you train them to grow in the way you need to? Well, I don't know about y'all, but I like these nylon cable ties. I think they do a great job. You get 100 in here and they're clear. So your eye will go to the vine, whether that vine is growing a pretty little morning glory flower, maybe that vine is growing a pumpkin or watermelon or cucumber. So much that vines can grow, and this way it can get the support it needs. Sometimes even your taller flowers will need a little help and a little support. And of course, if you want to use these on projects in your house or some DIY, you can use them for that too. I won't tell. One of the things I love on the grill is shish kebabs, or like a chicken satay. These are long 14-inch. You know, you can get the little wooden ones for a couple of dollars, but these are heavy duty. These are metal, and they are super long. These are also going to work for your s'mores as well. So here you're going to get 8 in a pack, and the entire 8-pack is going to be available for $5. I do have multiple packages. Next, available for $5, here's another wind chime. This one is a pretty little peacock. I've only got 2 of these. Here is the hanger for it. Look at the beautiful golden top to it. Then it goes to green, then to magenta. And you'll see as it goes down, it just keeps having different colors and beautiful ombre coloring on the plumage. And then here is the dainty little wind chime part of it. I think it's super pretty. It's metal. It's eye-catching. If you don't want a lot of sound, then some of these where they are more pretty metal than sound work great. So I'm a person that likes a little sound, but I mostly put these up just for show. And this one has lots of show, but just a little bit of sound. So that one's available for $5. Also, in the same boat, I've got this sun. Once again, it's got a small amount of sound, so it's only going to be $5. Here's the hanger. But the thing I like about this is look at the directionality to it, where you can see which way the wind is blowing, where it's blown the flames over on the left, and on the right, they are just out in all of its glory. I just think that that is such an interesting representation of the sun. So available for $5. I do have 2 of those, as well as 2 of the peacocks. Here's a big piece that's really hard to get into the frame. I still am not in the frame yet. Let me see if I can keep backing it up a little bit. It's actually one of those trellises. Here's the ruler so you can see it's way bigger than 12 inches. And now let me give you a close-up of it. So here's how it sticks into the ground. And then we have some pretty little dragonflies, some leaves, more dragonflies, more flowers. It says welcome. This one is still in plastic. This one's going to be available for $6. Next, we're going to have another price markdown. I recently showed these pots at auction, and I was asking $3 for them. But today, I'm going to go down to just $2 on each one. So the first one is purple. Sometimes purple looks kind of brownish or taupish on the camera, but this one is purple. And if you'll look into it, it's square, but yet the opening is round. Do y'all remember that old joke? How do you fit a square peg into a round hole? This is kind of the opposite. How do you fit a round pot into a square hole? And not only that, the next one is mauve. Then the third one, and you may not be able to see the butterflies on this one until I get it up closer. This one is peach, and it does still have the butterflies, just the camera doesn't pick them up as well on a lighter color. And this last one may look white. It's actually a sky blue. And once again, it has these cute little butterflies on them. Also, I want to let you know that these are ceramic, and they do come with these little dots on the bottom. so that they're not scraping up your tables or furniture. I do have 6 of each available. Nope, I take that back. I have only 5 in the purple because I did sell one at the last auction, but I have 6 left of the other 3 colors. Next, I have this plain little pot. It's terracotta. It has a little tap mark out of it. Because of that, I'm going to offer it for just $1. It's, of course, a one and done. Next, I have this beautiful pot. It's got drainage in it. It's also ceramic. And look at this beautiful pattern where it gets darker towards the bottom. This is super duper elaborate. This one's going to be $3. It's one and done. For $4, I have this metal galvanized pot. It has a whitewashed exterior. It has rope handles to it. For $5, I've got a pot that is even bigger. And the pot says Fresh Flowers Market. And look how big it is on the inside. And it's got wooden handles. Let me measure this for y'all. It is about 4 inches deep. Across, it is just shy of 7. It'll be available for the price of $5. Okay, even bigger than that, I've got this metal one. Let's pull back the camera. It also has these rope handles that are braided. It is huge on the inside. Here is my ruler. This one stands 8 inches tall. This one is 8 inches across, so this is huge. I have a friend that calls this one a garbage can size, which I don't know how this could possibly be garbage can size. My garbage can is like the size of a laundry hamper. But she annoys me by always calling this size garbage can size for some reason. So this one is cream. It may look white on camera. If you look at it next to the door is white. So you can see this is cream by comparison. This one's going to be $8. I do have multiples of these in case you need a matching set. If you didn't want to set a plant into this planter, this would be great to chill down a bottle of an adult beverage, or to fill with ice and have a whole bunch of different sodas in it, or you could use it to keep your condiments cold. Also for $7, I have this gorgeous one. I'm not sure what this is made of. Almost looks kind of like a lava stone or some kind of textured stone. And then at the top, it's got this elegant gold around the top. You rarely see that in plants. And then you'll see it has various levels so that there's drainage into the bottom. And it stands up tall. Also, you will see it's got the little pads on it so it doesn't hurt your tables or wherever you're sitting. So that's going to be available for $7. Here's another one for $7. I love that this one has a background color that is sky blue, and then on top of it is this kind of a raised design. I wish y'all could feel the texture on this. So the background is this shiny glossy blue, And then the flowers are actually applied on the top of it, kind of Wedgwood style. Not Wedgwood, obviously, because it's going to be $7. Once again, it's got the little feet on it. Here's the inside of it. So you just drop your pot into this, and this covers up that old ugly plastic pot that flowers come into. And last but not least, this one is going to be $10. Who likes pigs? This one is heavy duty stone or concrete. It's shabby chic. You'll see here all around it has these kind of markings just because it was obviously poured and molded. So here's the back where you set your pot in. This is heavy. I do want to let you know, for people who are having me mail things to them, if you're watching the weight, this is heavy. But to those people who are getting, 20, 30-pound packages, by the time you get up to that much weight, it's like $1.25, $1.50 per pound. So therefore, a little bit more weight doesn't bother people who've already got heavier packages coming. And this one is just, oops, well, here's a look at the bottom. And once again, here's the little pads on it. Does it have a name? No, I don't think it does. And so this is what it looks like. $10. Super cute. Oh, I should have showed this one before. Okay, here's another grilling item. It's by Flame and Go Grilling. It's a 3-in-1 grill brush, but I really think it should be called 4-in-1, and I'll show you why. On this side, it's got a scrubby side. On this side, it's got wire bristles, and on the end, it's got a scraper. Nice straight edge, but look at the sides. Do you see these little indentions here? Well, those are for cleaning the tines of the grill, so I really think that's a fourth use to it, but it's still called just 3-in-1, and the price is just $3. Let me grab my ruler here, and you will see it is more than 12 inches. Some of you are probably saying, Belle, you have shown us pots, you have shown us spades and rakes, you haven't shown us anything to plant in our yards, anything to plant in those pots. Come on now. Okay, well, here's my favorite flower. It's called the Impatient, and it comes in all these fabulous shades of a blush pink, magenta, fuchsia, red, white. And this is not a tiny little packet. No, no, no. This is a huge box. How huge is it? It is so huge that the contents of this box are going to cover 25 square feet. Wait, 1 foot? No. 2 feet? 5 feet? 10 feet? 20 feet? No, 25 feet for the low price of just $5. But if you live in a shady area, I have a whole shade blend wildflower mix right here for you, and you'll see all of these different colors, these different kinds, different shapes. And this covers 100 square feet. 100 square feet. So if you've got shady areas underneath those trees, underneath the eaves of the house, underneath a veranda or porch or patio, where you're just getting a little bit of angular sunlight in the morning or the afternoon, and most of the day is shade, this is your solution. For those who want to plant flowers in order to get more birds to visit, in order to get butterflies to visit, here is a special mix just devoted to birds and butterflies that will have those scents and aromas that will attract them. And once again, it will cover 100 square feet. A few of y'all may be saying, I just have a black thumb, I can't grow anything, or I forget to water it, I don't have time. Do you have anything artificial? I do. Here in a stone pot with cute little rocks in it, I have this red succulent. This is going to be available for the low price of just $3. If for some reason you like the vase but not the succulent, you can always pluck it out and put a real plant in it. And then look at this little hedgehog. How cute is he? That little snooty snoot right there. And here's a pretty little succulent. And this has a beautiful glaze on it. These little marks are here on purpose. It's part of the painting technique. That's why they are in the same place. Got little feet on him. This one's a one and done, $3. Now, I'm not sure if these are hedgehogs or porcupines, but these are super cute. They are made of stone to go in your plants or your flower beds to keep a watch over any of those little creepy critters that might want to take a little bite. You can see one is solid brown and one is a brown and green ombre. I have multiples of the brown and green ombre. I forget if the brown one is male or if the brown and green one is female or what. You could also use these inside as a paperweight or even a way of weighting down your tablecloths when you're having a picnic and the wind is whipping and it's wanting to blow your tablecloths away. These are available for the low price of just $3. If you haven't already given me a thumbs up, please, oh please, what are you waiting for? I hope that you've enjoyed this gardening premiere. I'm always looking for more ideas as to what other premieres you would like for me to film. Make sure you join me on Sunday at noon for my $1 Buy It Now premiere. Join me for my auctions at 7 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Friday is $5 Friday, and we'll be having mystery boxes this Friday. And on Monday, we have Monday Giveaway Madness. So with every purchase, your name gets written down. And every few sales, we draw another name, draw another name, draw another name. And keep giving away all night. But you must be present to win. Well, I say, laissez bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life. Roll in your heart. Roll in your soul. Roll in your yard and garden. Roll on and on and on. May God bless you. Goodbye.